Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today. It's Easter Sunday, and I have the new chapter tarot on the tarot table for this reading. We're looking at what was meant to be a brilliant new chapter in Meghan Markle's life and Harry's. Their marriage, their union, that was going to modernize the royal family, that was going to make Harry and Meghan the most popular couple in the world. They were going to transform the royal family. They were going to be the king and queen of the Commonwealth. They were going to soar above all the others. I'm being just a little bit snarky. But then a calamitous blow, and the blow was dealt apparently even before that. Was it £30 million wedding, something like that, that basically Charles footed most of that bill. But apparently, according to Robert Jobson, his book's out, well, being serialized at the moment. We've heard this before though, so it's not original, unique news from him. He's just rehashing stuff. But the story goes that the then Prince Charles sat Harry down and said, I can't afford to pay for Meghan Markle. Not that woman. That was how William described her. But Charles said, pretty bluntly by all accounts, can't bankroll her. So you're going to have to basically either live within your means, or she's going to have to keep working. She's such a successful actress on Suits. She's made millions. She's got Hollywood at her feet. Let her keep working. I'm making all of this up. I'm paraphrasing for entertainment purposes. Just by the way, let's shuffle the cards and let's discuss this a little bit more, because I want to know what prompted this announcement, because of course Charles at that stage had the Duchy of Cornwall. There was loads of money around. He was supporting William and his family. So why not Meghan? Why couldn't he possibly afford to pay for Meghan? Did it have anything to do with that super expensive engagement dress that she wore? I think it cost something like $100,000. I can't remember. And it was pretty see-through. So not the best choice. What was it that prompted that? How did he feel about her? How did Harry respond? Is this what started all the tantrums and the exiting? How did Meghan respond? What was Meghan expecting when she joined the royal family? And is she now pimping Harry out as a result of his poverty? This is the word that Meghan Kelly has used to say that basically Meghan is pimping Harry out. She's pimping him out to earn money, because she realized, and it was a devastating blow, she realized that he had no money, not a cent to his name relatively. He had Mummy's trust fund, but really nothing else, not nearly as wealthy as she thought. We've looked at these kinds of things before, but a story has come up again, so we're going to ask again. And we're also going to ask as an outcome, is she now satisfied with her lot? Is there enough money now? They've allegedly made hundreds of thousands of, millions of dollars. And is this good enough? Or is she still dissatisfied? And is this a cause of some trouble in their relationship? That's going to be our outcome card. And let's remind you, I think we're good to go. And let's remind you that we are here doing tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all just opinion and speculation. It's reading on archetypal energy here. That's what we do. And disclaimer in the box below. Please read it. Form your own opinion of why Charles decided that he couldn't possibly afford to pay for Meghan Markle, and how Harry and Meghan reacted, and what her expectations were, whether she's now pimping Harry out to make up for his relative poverty, her great expectations, and all. How interesting. The same card has come up as the underlying energy of this reading as a previous one, the Magician, the Manifester, the person who is able to work magic, quite literally, make stuff happen, creative visualization, that sort of thing. Here, let me pull this rabbit out from my hat. and a little bit of a trickster energy, but definitely making stuff happen. That's what our magician does. Very, very powerful energy, the magician. And that is somebody trying to manifest something. She did want to manifest an English husband, we know from the people she was friendly with at that time, who was showing her around in London when she was flying over to visit. She did want tons of money. She did want a certain lifestyle. I don't have to say allegedly to any of that. It's well documented, particularly by Tom Bauer. So there it is, magician, making stuff happen. And let's have a look now at the situation that we are dealing with Charles and the money. The teacher, also the Hierophant, same card. The Hierophant, I would prefer to call it in this reading, because the Hierophant is the royal family. And it's the royal family in its symbolic role in British life, constitutional life, public life, as being elevated, hence the teacher, as being following rules, very rule bound. This is the way things are done. There is money coming from here. It's got to go for that. I've got to be accountable. I can't just give you a credit card and say off you go, and send me the bills at the end of every month, and I'll just wipe it clean and you can go off again without ever being held accountable. There is accountability in this card, apart from learning lessons, which is the teacher, but just you've got to do the right thing. You've got to play by the rules. And we know that Meghan doesn't necessarily like playing by the rules, and this must have come as something of a shock to her, that actually it's all going to have to go through the right people and be scrutinized and accounted for and justified. And there were things that people speculate that were a bit underhand, merching type of scenarios that people were very suspicious about at the time. So let's have a look and see. This is now King Charles. So then Prince Charles, why did he tell Harry that he could not pay for Meghan Markle? Out of royal deluded card, the Seven of Cups. Harry and Meghan seemingly thought that they had endless possibilities. That is what the Seven of Cups is about. Cups always, just by the way, have a connotation of drugs and alcohol. It's always there with cups. So that, but just being deluded. Seven of Cups really is thinking that the world is your oyster. You can have whatever you want. Just pluck it out of thin air and have it. Who do we have sitting under here? The magician. If I want it, if I can just put it on my vision board. Seven of Cups is a vision board. Put it on my vision board and it will happen. And hey presto, I'm going to be living this glorious life. And Charles looking and thinking, nah, that's not how it's going to work. We've got the Hierophant. Actually, that's how it's going to work. And the Hierophant in those days was the late Queen Elizabeth, who was a Taurus. Hierophant is the Taurus Major Arcana card. Taurus likes their stuff. Let's be honest about Taurus. Taurus likes its fine art and its food and its good wine and its cashmere and its whatever else. But it's not necessarily going to live large. The Queen, for all her immense wealth, did not live large. She might have behind closed doors, but she was the one eating cornflakes out of Tupperware, right? This is not cornflakes out of Tupperware and doing the dishes afterwards. This is, I want 6-star hotels. I want a private jet. I want only designer labels. I want those diamond earrings that I got from that very dodgy person. Let's not go there. We've been there before. But anyway, so what in particular about Meghan did Charles feel he couldn't subsidize? I want to know, what did he think? And we've got the world in reverse. It's the universe here in this card. It's about endings. The world card is about completions, endings, being very successful. It's in the reverse. I think he looked at her and thought, you are not as successful as you are telling me, or as you are presenting yourself as being. You were 6 on the call sheet on a cable TV show. That's as good as you were. That's as good as it got for you. So you weren't the universe. You weren't Miss Universe, upright. You are misrepresenting yourself. And this is my speculation. This is how I'm reading these cards. Very much have to clarify that and remind you about the disclaimer. This is my interpretation, that Charles looked at this and thought, nah, you're not that successful. You're not that famous. Actually, because universe, world, traditionally in tarot, is about fame. It's about how high profile you are. In these royal readings, I read it that way. It's about all of that stuff. She wasn't famous. Who'd ever heard of her before suddenly that Vanity Fair article and that a very hostile letter that Harry sent out saying, leave my girlfriend alone and stop stalking her, and being racist and all the rest of it. Big surprise to everyone. Who the hell is she? That is Charles thinking, you're not famous, you're not wealthy, you're not successful. You're making it up. You're making it up. So how did Harry respond to this news? How did he respond? That's the Princess of Discs, Page of Discs. Well, we'll have to go out and earn it ourselves with some contracts. Negotiations and contracts got underway pretty quickly. We know that from Tom Bauer. I think it's Tom Bauer who documented all of that they were meeting with now defunct streamers while they were still very deeply involved in royaling. So that's it. Out we go, earn our keep. Page of Pentacles is very small fry though. It wasn't the big stuff. It's not Ace of Pentacles. It's not nearly good enough for herself. It's small money, small change. He started while thinking, okay. But it could also be thinking, well, and this is a 1% energy, I have to say. Well, okay, we can live more frugally. But I think there was a loud no when that was mooted. Let's be frugal. No, let's not. How did Meghan respond? Knight of Swords. Instant aggro, instant plan. Very fast. She's fast on her feet, they say about her. She's a fast thinker. She reacts very quickly to situations. She's always clapping back. She's always got a plan. And there it is, Knight of Swords. I'm on my horse. I'm off. I'm out there. I'm cutting deals. I'm doing stuff. And it's going to be savage. It's going to be vicious. Couldn't believe it. Really. There's always angry energy for me as a reader in that Knight of Swords. It's aggressive, it's combative, it's a warrior energy. Knights do stuff, but this one does it in a ruthless and a fast and furious way. So let's see what her expectations were when she joined the royal family in terms of money. 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is normally someone who's, oh, well, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. That doesn't please me, it doesn't interest me, it doesn't stimulate me. So it's not telling me her expectations so much as her feelings when she got there and she saw what she was in for. It was like, this isn't the way I expected it to be. Really? You want me to do that? For nothing? And live in this tiny cottage? For nothing? And all the rest of that. So it's more her feelings in the situation. I think because universe is giving me this answer because it's very obvious, knowing her personality, seeing the way she's behaved since and the way she behaved before, that she was just after the money. And I don't have to say allegedly, it's documented. So is she pimping Harry out now? You lied to me, you misrepresented things to me, so off you go and earn a hell of a lot more than just a Princess of Discs there. Princess of Cups is an emotional, possibly manipulation. You wronged me, you hurt me. You need to apologize. You need to make it up to me. That's the kind of energy that comes from the Page of Cups. These are communications, contracts, money, emotions, guilting, apologizing, wooing. And the reason why I'm reading these cards this way is because of you know who as the underlying energy, the magician, which in this magician depiction has a bit of a devil energy about him. I always get the same feeling from the magician card as I do from the devil, I have to say. Not one of my favorite cards. Very useful if you want something to happen, if you're trying to make something happen. But generally in life, when people show up as that, even upright, so yeah, guilting him, total guilt trip. You promised me the world, you said it would be marvelous. Where are the jewels and the tiaras and your mother's earrings and all the rest of the stuff that Catherine has? Why don't I have it? And you better go and fix it. And it's very interesting to me that she still doesn't have much in the way of bling, apart from those infamous earrings. What does she have? Diana's watch. There is endless debate about whether it is or isn't. The bracelet that Trevor gave her, the Cartier bracelet. What did Harry give her? The ring that she keeps redesigning? Where is all the bling, girl? Where is the bling? Nothing. So, has she got enough? That led nicely into our outcome. Has she got enough now? Is she wealthy enough? Is she satisfied with her lot? Or is this still a bone of contention? Is this possibly a reason to be talking to the lawyers once the coronation is over? Let's see. And we got the 9 of Wands. No, it's not enough. Oh, this is a sort of endless grievance to her. 9 of Wands. It's not nearly descriptive enough, the imagery of this card, for what the 9 of Wands actually is. The 9 of Wands is the wounded hero card, someone who's battered and bruised and has had to pull up the drawbridge basically, and to prevent access, barricade themselves in somewhere, which would be Harry. Normally, Harry, you have failed me. Harry, you are on your last legs. You're about to fall over from the attacks, from the bombardment, from the aggression, the accusations. It's not Meghan energy, even though it's a female. It's the female who, in my opinion, is the one who is causing the man you can't see in this card, but you would see in a traditional Rider-Waite depiction, the man to have that look of fatigue and bloodied. He's been in a terrible battle and he's about to fall over. Once those 9 wands fall down, he's done, he's finished. It has that energy. 9s are we're done, we're finished. And so I'm asking, is it good enough now? Is she happy? Is she content? No. She's not happy. She's possibly exhausted. She's possibly also 9 of Wands energy. But to me, more, this card is telling me, because we've got the Magician sitting underneath it all, she has tried to manifest this. She sent him off on his job, his task to go and find that money, and he hasn't. All he's got is the Page of Cups there, the Page of Discs there, Pentacles there, Princess it's called in this tarot deck. And he is the one now who's down and out, almost down and out, almost at the end. She's almost finished with him. My reading of the energy, pure intuition, for fun. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.